All right, hey, welcome ladies and gentlemen to Unit 9B Learning Target. I can factor trinomial with a equal to 1. Okay, we've learned about trinomials before. We are now going to look at a trinomial that has the form ax squared plus bx plus c. All of our trinomials will look like this to start out with. Okay, notice in our notes, we are going to do it when a equals 1. So let's look at an example like that. Let's say we have x, oops, I don't want that color, x squared plus 5x plus 4. Okay, so to factor this, we are going to take the form we want to find factors of c, the c value, that add to the b value. Okay, so as we look at this problem, we can find our a. Okay, we don't see an a, so that means a is 1. I can see our b value, and I can see our c value. So I'm going to fill in this gap here. So we want to find factors of 4 that add to 5. We've just spent a lot of time in class looking at factors. So I'm going to take 4. And I'm going to write down factors of 4. Well, 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. Okay, do any of those add up to 5? Well, yeah, 1 and 4. So that means we can factor x squared plus 5x plus 4 as x plus 1 times x plus 4. Now, you might wonder why that works. Do you remember when we FOILed, like we did first outside, inside, last, or we made that little box? And we had, x and 1, x and 4, and we'd get x squared, 4x, 1x, and 4. So, hey, if we add all those up, we have x squared plus 5x plus 4. So you can see that we end up with what we started with. Okay, let's look at a, sorry about that, in class, or here. Let's say we have x squared plus 11x plus 18. Okay, so remember, we want factors of c that add to the b value. So in this case, our c is 18 and our b is 11. So let's look at factors of 18. All right, 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6. So look, I'm looking at factor pairs this time. Okay, do any of those pairs add up to 11? 2 and 9. So x squared plus 11x plus 18 breaks into x plus 2 times x plus 9. And again, you could check. Always checking ensures that you got it right. So fill that box in, make sure we got it. And we're going to look at one more example. This last one we're going to look at is a little tricky because it's going to involve a negative. X squared minus 9x plus 20. Okay, so factors of 20 that add up to -9. So as we look at 20, we've got 1 and 20, 2 and 10, 4 and 5. So now what's tricky about this is that we want them to add up to -9. So since this is a positive 20, they both have to be negative. So -1, -20, -2, -10, -4, -5. So there's our pair right there. -4 plus -5 equals -9. So this factors into x minus 4 times x minus 5. And again, if you don't see why that works, let's try it out. X minus 4, x minus 5. Here we've got x squared minus 5x minus 4x. Oh, and -4 times -5 is positive 20. So look at adding up those pairs, x squared minus 9x. Because remember, I'm taking these two things to add together. -4 plus -5 is -9 plus 20. Okay, I want you to write at least one sentence about this and new learnings or things that you found that were easy, and I will be checking that in class. Thank you very much.